Today, we're building the Hallmaster mini trailer from Harbor Freight. And you probably know about their 4x8 folding trailer, but this is Harbor Freight's smallest trailer they produce. Being 3 feet 4 inches wide and 4 feet long, this thing is tiny. In this video, I'm going to break down how to put it all together with a terrible realization at the end. Already unboxed, we're going to start from initial construction of the trailer by bolting the frame together and then adding the accessories like the tires, the wheels, the lights, and the tongue. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Probably shouldn't have parked here, but...
Yeah.
What do you got there?
Oh, mini trailer from Harbor Freight, baby.
Uh-oh, huh?
What's going on, everybody? So I'm going to build a trailer. Owner's manual and safety instructions. Do not set up this trailer under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Do not exceed 45 miles per hour when towing the trailer. What? Really? Well, that sucks. Left side rail, right side rail. Leaf spring hangers. From here to here. This is upside down. We're building this upside down. Side rails, cross members. This one with the lip facing back towards itself. It's clone. Shysta. This is gonna flip upside down. Now I need to make sure I square this off. So how are the kids? How is the family? The wife? We're planning a trip to Nebraska. Bolts, bolts, bolts. And nuts. It said hand tighten first. It's gonna look something like this. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh, I love when you get it on the first try. I don't think I ever see myself carrying more than 500 pounds on this. That's below half the rating. I think I'm gonna wait to put these fenders on. I don't wanna raise the platform off. The spring eyes. What the hell is that? You're telling me these things can hold 1,000 pounds? These are the spring eyes. I'm gonna straighten or square and tighten everything down. Oh, there they are. Socket set. I think that's it. 16 millimeter, folks. I also need a 16 millimeter wrench. I got a 5/8. Oh, that's not gonna strip anything. But if it's truly possible that I can use an impact on one side with a 16 millimeter and then a 17 millimeter on the other side, that's awesome. Time to take the head off. Careful, it goes fast. I squared it off. You don't want your trailer all wonky, man. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing is truly square. If you've ever built a house, you know what I mean. We'll do the corners. Do the nose. You don't want to mess this one up. How the heck am I supposed to get a wrench in there? I just realized I'm gonna have to get it out of the garage at one point. Say hi. My God, the beeves. The beeves, Sarah. The beeves had made work. Wow. What do you think about that? I put my clothes back on. It's cold. Okay, well, I'm gonna give it a shot. This sucks. I think I'm gonna need a deep socket. I'll have to go to the store and button that up. To secure spring assemblies, torque axle U-bolt nuts to 15 pounds. At this point, they want you to put fenders on. What would that look like? That's what that looks like. I've got these to tighten still. I've got that one I've got the other two, but everything is squared. The tongue is squared to the frame. At this point, contemplating fenders. I definitely need to try to fix these. You've got 18. No. You telling me that I'm gonna have to go out to Harbor Freight or Lowe's and figure out what to do next? Because I don't have the right tools. Let's keep looking. No. What is this? Oh, this is spark plug. That's a deep socket 19. Oh, buddy. This is incredible. The one deep socket that I have is for a spark plug or a 19 millimeter, which is the exact one I need. That is crazy. The universe works in mysterious ways. That's so crazy. What's the other side? The other side's an 18. You need a 16, 17, 18, and 19 millimeter socket set. But you need deep sockets for the 17 and 19. Whoa, that's probably too tight. Yeah, I think that's too tight. But when I tighten the bolt, the U-bracket starts to fold in on itself. And I don't know if that's desirable. I'm not an engineer. I don't know if it's supposed to move freely or not. I'm gonna go with that. You can always loosen or tighten later. What's next is putting the tires on. Tires and fenders. Then we're ready for the big reveal. I think I want to do the right thing here. I'm going to take this and put it onto the 2x4 framing underneath. I should have just done that from the beginning. All right, what's next? Place a wood dowel into back of hub assembly, then tap dowel to push the dust cap off. Being careful not to remove bearing. Repeat for the other tire. Remove wooden dowel. Careful not to remove the bearing. What if you don't have a wooden dowel? Can I use this? A wooden dowel. It did work. Number 2. I think it's right. Look at that. So make sure that this bearing sits in. What I feel like is that there's more tightening to go, but I don't want to tighten that too tight. And also, how do you even tighten this? What is that? So there's a hole here. It goes to the other side. I need to slide this puppy through. And you separate this side from this side, like you fold them over. Give it a little pull and a twist. Let's put the hubcaps on and flip her upright. This is 150 pounds. Oh, hey, dude, there's so much room in here. Check this out. That is so cool. Let's put the lights, tongue, and wiring in. Dude, this is so cool. I'm so excited for this. Yeah, baby. I am so impressed. This is so cool. Look at this thing. I can't wait. Just need to put the tongue on. I got to put the marker light on. I got to put the other marker light over there. both of the tail lights and then the license plate bracket. And then finish up with the wiring. It's like Christmas Day. That is a fat chain, son. So there's two angles to this. There's one that seems to be slotted, and there's ones that seem to be solid. So this part is going to go on the side rails like this. And then that way you can attach the taillight. This says curb side, and this says road side. So this would be the road. That's got to be curb. That's got to be this side. Let's do that. Yeah. Oh, that's good to know. The one that says roadside also has LED lights underneath to supply lighting to the license plate. I think of you. The diagram does definitely say these two, but it looks like it fits on the outside too. Let's do it. Oh, I cannot wait to use this trailer, man. This is so cool. I want to be your lady, baby. That's the type fit. It would make sense why you wouldn't want to put these nuts here, because this is actually where the 2x4s sit if you try to build a frame for this thing. So I will say that there is a slight tilt of this bottom bracket here, a little bit slanted upwards so that someone looking down could have a better angle of it. Oh man, I'm gonna have to try to feed that in there. That's gonna be tough. I worry that these wires are gonna pinch. Oh, that's tough, you guys. Dude, this is terrible. Okay, let me show you what I mean. With the way the wires sit inside here, make me a little nervous. So you gotta angle it like this. Grab your Phillips. Oh my gosh, that could actually pinch. Angle it this. Yeah, if I were to do this again, I absolutely would put these on before, but I wouldn't have known that until I did this. So I messed up. You see, when I was putting it together upside down, I have the side rails here and I have the cross members this way. I attached the bolts and nuts on the underside, but I forgot the second set of 6 nuts and bolts. So basically all the corners, this corner, these two on the top. So that would explain why it seems a little lopsided. I think what I'll do is I'll loosen the ones that we have here, shimmy this together and send a bolt through and tighten it down. And I'll just do that for each of the 4 corners and the center cross member there. Ah, that sucks. So don't forget that. I had to flip it upside down, loosen all 6 of the existing bolts, tighten the other 6 bolts that I'd missed, and then retighten the first 6 bolts that I put in. So a total of 12 bolts there. The problem is, let me show you. When I'm working in this corner, it's hard to get my socket set in here. I couldn't just use my regular socket. It wouldn't fit. So I had to get an angled one, slide it over the top, and then level it off to get the leverage that I needed. And then I had to do that all the way around. that wraps up the video. I was a little unsure about trying to squeeze the wiring in at the end and trying to present it properly. With how much detail is present for that process, I really wanted to make its own video without making this one too long. So if you're interested in seeing the project finished, below I've linked a video for wiring all the lights together. And if I made you smile, hit that like button and let me know. If I didn't, leave a comment. Let me know what I can do better. But whatever you do, be there for it. Until next time.